Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news of worrying financial stresses in China. But first, today's dairy auction brought something of a surprise result. Analysts who had been watching the derivatives market had expected to see a 5% fall, but have been treated to a 1.7% rise instead. Whole milk powder actually rose 2.9%. These rises were not quite as much in New Zealand dollars, but they were rises nonetheless. Before the NZX opens today, Fonterra will also announce their half-year financial result, and given their share price has moved little since mid-January, investors are not expecting anything out of the ordinary. In the US, their current account deficit for the December quarter came in lower than expected. It's now running at 2.4% of GDP, and that compares with New Zealand's 2.7% and Australia's 4.6% deficit. In China, the risk of social unrest over soaring property prices has grabbed the attention of policymakers. Big Chinese cities have launched a new round of lending curbs and purchase restrictions in an effort to cool overheated property markets. Even the official media is warning that some cities are in a bubble. Sky-high prices in cities including Beijing, Shanghai and Shenzhen are stoking anger even amongst relatively well-off professionals. And China is facing unrest in its financial markets as well. Their central bank had to inject hundreds of billions of yuan into the financial system after some smaller lenders failed to make debt repayments in the interbank market. These injections followed missed interbank payments from rural commercial banks on Monday. More countries are banning Brazilian beef imports, and that is extending the squeeze on supplies. Beef prices are rising. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield has slipped another 8 basis points today and is now at 2.43%. CDS spreads are still falling, however. In fact, our banks are facing the narrowest spreads in more than 9 years, and a key index slipped below 80. Oil prices are softer today yet again, and now under $47.50 for the US benchmark, while the Brent benchmark is under $51 a barrel. Goldman Sachs analysts say in a new research note that new production projects and fresh shale boom could boost oil output by 1 million barrels per year and result in an oversupply for the next couple of years. The gold price, however, is up. It's up $9 to $1,242 an ounce. The New Zealand dollar starts today a little bit higher at 70.6 US cents. On the cross rates, the Kiwi dollar is at 91.5 Aussie cents, and against the euro, 65.2 euro cents. The TWI is at 75.3. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by Interest.co.nz.